Agriculture. Now, national income had three factors, three pillars. Primary sector, especially agriculture. Secondary sector, industries. Tertiary sector, service sector. You see the condition of United States of America. Strong agriculture. Foundation is very strong. Primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Now you see the condition of United States of America. Very strong primary sector, agriculture. So, a strong secondary sector and similarly strong service sector. And if all the three sectors are strong, money will flow in the economy. But you see Afghanistan, just turn back towards Afghanistan and you will find both are in trouble. Economy is also in trouble, state is also in trouble. Mother is also in trouble, son is also in trouble. You see, second urbanization, India, history of second urbanization. This is what I want to teach to you, the art of connecting. But you people want me to teach everything. You will not develop. Your mind will get the rust. Your mind will get the rust. Chacha, you have to fight. It's your battle. You have to give the examination. Develop all these things. Second urbanization, 6th century BC. Agricultural surplus. Gahpati, the rich farmers, foundation stone of second urbanization. Mauryan period, agriculture is strengthening, second urbanization is strengthening. Post-Maurya period, agriculture reaches to its peak, agriculture economy, second urbanization reaches to its peak. But from Gupta period, pay attention, Gupta period, from Gupta period, agriculture becomes the victim. See, the importance of agriculture in economy. It's a foundation stone, base, mother. It's a foundation stone, base, mother. And see, till Rajput period, agriculture becomes the slave of feudal lords. Urban economy comes to an end. Urban economy comes to an end. Urban economy comes to an end. Role of agriculture. Now, we don't have written literary evidence, foreign accounts, archaeological evidence is there. So how? And today if you see the condition of Sindh, 15 centimeter of rainfall. So when you see today, that becomes a puzzle. How it was possible that agriculture would have been so strong at that time? And for that, again, Curtius, he was the historian of Alexander. This name is not given. It is given that Alexander's historian, Curtius, he was the Alexander's historian. He says, He tells that this area of Sindh was an area of dense forest. Curtius says that this area was the area of dense forest, and this would have led to convectional rainfall. What do you see on 0 degree equator? Convectional rainfall. Second, Egypt is the gift of Nile. Sindh, Egypt is the gift of Nile. Sindh is the gift of Indus. Annual inundation, flooding of the river, and when the flood water receded, that Kachar area, Kachar, became suitable for agriculture. Then the role of technology. The role of technology. Pharaohs of Kalibanga gives us the example of ploughing. Plough has not been found, but pharaohs give the example of ploughing. From Kalibanga we see the example of mixed farming. 2 crops at a time. There is no evidence of canal irrigation, but irrigation was there. Gabarband and nalas. And all this would have generated agricultural surplus. And for this, the strong evidence is the granaries. Granaries of Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibanga, etc. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibanga, etc. Plus the evidences of crops, food grains. Wheat, barley, rye, peas. 2 types. They used to grow 2 types of barley. 2 types. Plus from Lothal we see the evidence of rice. And from Greeks we come to know that cotton was also known to Harappans, because Greeks call cotton as sindon. That is the product of which area? Sindh. Agriculture. Surplus was there. Why and how? This agriculture was assisted by, see, next heading, domestication of animals. Which animal? See, oxen, goat, buffalo, sheep, pig. Do you find any common thing in all these animals? They all are today the part of animal husbandry. All. See the common thing. They all are today, all are the part of animal husbandry. And they all are complementary to agriculture. They all are the part of animal husbandry. It was not a horse-centered culture. We find a superficial example from Mohenjo-daro and a possibly a horse terracotta from Lothal. But we cannot say with affirmation that they are horses only. It was not a horse centered. Neither cow had any important place. But they knew about rhinoceros and elephant. They knew about rhinoceros and elephant. So, not horse-centered culture, cow, not of prominence. But they knew about rhinoceros and elephant. So domestication of animals, which is seen from seals, terracotta, etc., it clearly gives the example. The animal world presented in Harappan evidences clearly give the example that agriculture had a strong support from domestication of animals. Technology and craft. Next heading. Technology and craft. Now if you see technology and craft, metallurgy was known to them. This is clear by the heading itself. Bronze smith. There was no doubt of presence of bronze smith. A bronze kit has been found from Daimabad, Harappa. Bronze, mixture of copper, possibly from Khetri mines of Rajasthan, tin from Afghanistan. Without trade and commerce, how they would have got the tin? But NCERT says that bronze tools and implements are not prolific, so much prominent, and tin content is low. Weaving, they were aware about weaving. Wool and cotton. Archaeological evidences have been found. Weaving art was known to them. Spindle whorl has been found. Pottery. Glossy and shining pottery. Boat making. Possibly it would have helped in coastal trade. Bricklaying, nothing to say. We have already discussed. Goldsmith, evidences of ornaments, jewelry and ornaments. Expert in bead making. Seal, the most artistic creation of Indus Valley, seals. We have a separate heading, seals. Terracotta figurines. This much of art and craft. Now see, agricultural economy, domestication of animals, technology and craft, all present the picture of advanced stage. And if all these three present the picture of advanced stage, that means a thriving trade and commerce. Thriving trade and commerce. Leading to what? Urbanization. Thriving trade and commerce. Internal and external trade. Leading to urbanization. Clear? So you saw town planning, agriculture, domestication, town planning, agriculture, domestication, technology and craft. The background for trade and commerce was present. Now let's see trade. Next heading, trade. Agriculture surplus was present. Now we will use, see, affirmative sentence we will not use. It seems agricultural surplus was present. Example, evidence, granaries in all the major towns. You can collect grain as a tax only when there is a surplus. Urban population surviving for 600 years. 600 years is not possible without a strong rural base. Urban population, you see today people living in the cities. Is it possible without a strong rural base? No. Agriculture surplus was there. Domestication of animals. Technology and craft. The base for trade was prepared. But how will we come to know that Harappans had trade and commerce? First evidence is archaeological evidence, the most important evidence. Second evidence, foreign accounts. Foreign accounts. Third, circumstantial evidences. Evidence archaeological evidence, foreign accounts. First point, archaeological evidence. Archaeological evidence. Now you see numerous seals. Numerous seals. Uniform weight and measure. Numerous seals, uniform script. Uniform script and regulated weight and measure. seal, script, uniform, regulated weight and measures. First evidence. Second, the commodities which was produced in their cities. Pay attention. The commodities which were produced in their cities for them, raw material was not locally accessible to them. The commodities which were produced in their cities, for them, raw material was not locally accessible. I am living in Delhi. Copper is not available locally in Delhi. But Delhi is famous for copper vessels. That means copper is coming from outside. Example, bronze, copper, tin. Tin was not locally available. That means tin was coming from outside. Copper from the local Khetri mines, Rajasthan. So internal trade was there. Tin was coming from Rajasthan, external trade was there. Lapis lazuli. Second example, lapis lazuli, possibly used as a thing of social status. Gomed, that stone which generally you find Hindus wearing, that black stone, gomed, lapis lazuli, is not locally accessible. That means it was coming from outside. So uniform weight, numerous seals, uniform script, regulated weight and measures, plus commodities which were produced in their cities, for them raw material was not locally accessible. Third, medium of transport and communication. Bullock carts, which is clear by the terracotta figurines. Something like ekka. Use of solid wheels. Harappans did not knew the use of spoked wheels, solid. So we see the terracotta figurines of bullock carts. Something like ekka. Boats. This shows that boats were used for both internal navigation, external navigation, coastal navigation. Karachi to Persian Gulf, coast. Persian Gulf to Saudi Arabia, Mesopotamia, coast. So we have evidence of weights and measures, scripts, seals. We have evidence, archaeological evidence of raw material which was not locally accessible. We have the evidences of transport mediums. Second, foreign account. Foreign accounts. Mesopotamian account. Mesopotamian accounts. They talk about Meluha. Trade with Meluha. And Meluha is an ancient name of Sindh. Meluha is the ancient name of Sindh. They talk about The true trading stations. Trading stations. Diluman. Makan. Between Mesopotamia and Meluha. Diluman, Bahrain. Makan, Makran. Many Harappan seals. Many Harappan seals have been found in the cities of Mesopotamia. And all this present a picture of trade and commerce. So background was there. What was background? Now you can write a short note. Mains answer. Background was there. Agricultural surplus, domestication of animals, and technology and craft. Plus archaeological and foreign accounts presenting the picture of trade and commerce. So primary sector was strong, secondary sector was strong, and possibly tertiary sector was strong. And this played an important role in turning Indus Valley as the center of urbanization. Clear picture is in front of you, very clear picture. You have evidence of strong primary sector agricultural economy. We have evidence of strong secondary sector, production and trade and commerce. Plus, what would have been the mode of trade? Barter. Mode of trade would have been barter. This is how you create the stories. This is how you create the stories. Clear? Indus Valley civilization. A continuity of 600 years for urban centers is not possible without a strong rural base. Granary is present in the major cities. See the picture presented by archaeology. This is the work we have to do. Keep the data in front, keep the facts in front, and connect the story. Now, religious practices. Religious practices. Now, before coming to religious practice, political organization. Next heading. There is no Artha Shastra, there are no Vedas, there are no literary document. But you have to create the story. Political organization. So in the absence of literary evidences, the biggest evidence which NCERT uses, cultural homogeneity. cultural homogeneity of such a vast area. Cultural homogeneity for such a vast area for 600 years. Cultural homogeneity. Town planning. Drainage system. Burnt bricks. Their shape, uniform shape in all the cities. All 4:2:1. All. Seals narrating half of the story of Harappan civilization. Granaries found in almost all the major cities. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibanga, Lothal. Cultural homogeneity, town planning. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, 600 kilometers. Town planning, structures are same, parameters are same. This cultural homogeneity, this is what NCERT says. If you compare the cultural zone with political zone, you will come to the conclusion that this homogeneity in a vast area for 600 years was not possible without a powerful central authority. Was not possible without a powerful central authority. So one thing is clear, that there was a central regulatory body. Otherwise this cultural homogeneity would never have been possible. Someone was managing from the center. See the distance of all the sites. One thing is clear, that there was a powerful central authority. Who was that authority? Now this is the next question. Who were them? Priestly class? Like Mesopotamia? No. We don't find the presence of large temple-like structures. There is no evidence to show the dominancy of priestly class. Warrior class? No. Warrior class? No. Lack of weapons? Lack of religious structures? That means it was ruled by the merchant class. Merchant class who were peace loving and were interested in commerce. See how easily all the picture is being created. Geographical extent, economy, polity. See how easily the story is being created. How smoothly the story is being created. Now, Religious practices. Fundamental feature of this universe, law. There is nothing in this universe which is without law. Planets are bound by law, solar system bound by law, galaxy bound by law. Air has its own law, fire has its own law, water has its own law. Only human being is without law. Only human being is without law. And this led to the birth of religion. What is religion? Law designed for human being. Because without law, there will be the anarchy. Simple. Dharma, religion. What is religion? Law. Designed for human being. What is religion? Law designed for human being. Religious practices. Now, if you see the terracotta figurines, so in a terracotta figure, a plant is coming out from the embryo of a woman. And this we consider as that she was the goddess's. Fertility cult was present. Fertility cult was present, and existence of woman goddesses was present in Harappan period. Existence of woman goddesses was present in Harappan period. Woman goddesses. Later on, when agriculture became a dominant part of Indian economy, till Gupta and post-Gupta, you'll see the rise of female deities. When agriculture economy became the inherent part of Indian culture, Gupta, post-Gupta, you'll see the emergence of female deities, Durga, Kali, Parvati. Then, male deity in Indus Valley. Male deity in Indus Valley. So a representation on a seal. Seal. A three-horned man sitting in a posture of a yogi. Surrounded by elephant, tiger, rhinoceros, buffalo. On his feet, two deer. And this is considered by Indian historians as Pashupati Mahadev. Pashupati Mahadev. But it's still doubtful. Till we don't read the scripture, it will be doubtful, because there were many horned deities in Mesopotamian culture also. There were many horned deities in Mesopotamian culture also. Plus, we see the evidences of phallus. Phallus worship is very integral part of Indian culture. Phallus, till today, phallus worship is very important part of Indian culture. And phallus worship is also connected to Shiva. Phallus worship is also connected to Shiva. That means the concept of Shiva was possibly present in Indus Valley civilization. Third, tree and animal worship. Third heading, tree and animal worship. Again, the evidence is a seal. In a seal, from the branches of a peepal tree, branches, a deity is shown peeping from the branches of a peepal tree. And peepal is still the holy tree in India. Hindus avoid in cutting off the peepal tree. It has its scientific importance. Scientific importance. Providing oxygen day and night. Again, the animals on seals. One horned unicorn, possibly rhinoceros, possibly a rhinoceros. Humped bull, and then the animals mentioned on Pashupati seal. You see, with the birth of Buddha, white elephant. Elephant is a very important part. Horse, deer. These animals are found in Ashoka's emblem. Bull. Bull means shram, labor. Lion means strength, to take the decision. Buddha, you see. Animals have a very important connection with the spiritual world. Animals have a very important connection with spiritual science of India. Then, possibly, Harappans believed in. Possibly Harappans believed in ghosts or evil powers, as we see the evidence of amulets, taweez. So whatever stream we see today, you see, if you see Aryan culture today, Brahminical culture, mother goddesses, Durga and Kali, fertility cult is present here. Pashupati Mahadev, Shaivism, a very important part of Brahminical cult. Tree worship. People till today, people, banyan, animals, unicorn, humped bull, tiger, rhinoceros, elephant, they still animal worship. Animals, they still have an important connection with Indian spiritual science. Sir, these questions have been asked in mains. If you would have simply if you would have prepared NCRT, you would have been able to write the mains answers in IS examination. IS. I have completed Ancient India in optional batch. History optional batch for the first time. First time I have started. And seeing the pathetic condition of history optional people, just ask those people who have completed history optional with me. Unanimously all have said after completing Ancient India, ki, sir, easiest option, easiest. Destiny depends upon direction. Why to remember Rosdi and Rangpur? Later phase. Dholavira, Rakhigali, all the three phases. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Chanudaro, mature phase. Kalibanga, pre-Harappan phase. What is the importance of three phases? They give you the story of connectivity. They help you to create the connective story. Birth, maturity, destruction. Destiny depends upon direction. Anyone can do anything in this world. Angulimal can become a saint. Valmiki can become a saint. Amrpali can become a saint. If you are in trouble, if you are struggling, there will be only one reason. You have a wrong direction. Simple. You see Muslim, you see Hindu, hyper-religious communities in the world today. Hyper-religious, but suffering. Suffering because they have their unnecessary philosophies. Suffering. Anyone who got direction in this world, anyone, his suffering came to an end. Senses will never provide you happiness forever. These senses will become weak. These senses will grow old. So till 60 years of age, you have 20 wives, all good foods, all luxuries. But after 60, now you have a habit. Your senses have a habit of enjoying. Within one day, how can you overcome that habit? Habit will be present, but body will be weak. And if you survive for next 20 years till 80, that will be hell. That is why old age people generally beg to God, God please, I am fed up. They are not fed up. Now they cannot enjoy. you are in trouble, if see the graphs. Economy of Harappa period. Graph. Agricultural economy. Surplus was present. Example, granaries. Big urban settlement for 600 years. Domestication of animals. Urban economy. Presence of cities. Well planned. Seals. Weights and measures. Raw material from different areas. Evidences of transport and communication. Foreign accounts. And this led to the birth of first urbanization. Political order, cultural homogeneity. In a vast area, cannot be possible without central authority. Who are the rulers? Merchant class. Evidence, we have discussed. Religion, woman deity, male deity, worship of trees, worship of animals, and belief in ghost and evil power. The tradition which is presented by Atharvaveda. They have given this question in mains. Please trace the elements of continuity from Indus Valley civilization to Vedic period and so on. Clear? Okay.